What's up, guys? Scotthollywood Outdoors. It's New Year's Eve 2017, and you know what that means? It's time for the top 5 videos of 2017 for Scotthollywood Outdoors. First of all, before I actually go into that, I want to say 2017 has been a great year for Scotthollywood Outdoors. What started off as just on a whim thing with a GoPro camera and one fish catch has turned into now a full-blown channel. I couldn't have asked for anything more. My subscriber rate's going up. I'm getting more and more views, so 2018, just keep that coming. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into these videos. They're the top 5 fish catches, not necessarily the biggest, not necessarily the largest or whatever, but they're the top 5 fish catches that meant a lot to me as an angler. All right, guys, before we get started on the top 5 fish, I do have one fish that I want to show you guys that was an honorable mention. The only reason why I didn't make the top 5 is frankly, because of the video quality. It was dark. It was early in the morning. I really didn't get we didn't really get a good video of it, but it was a special fish. I was up in New York City in Central Park. I was up there for 3 days on a business trip. I believe it was September or October of this year. I had gone out 2 days prior, each night to try to catch a fish in Central Park. And I met up with a good buddy of mine now. His name is Don. You know him from Bassman Jigs. He's making Bassman spinnerbaits, so go ahead and check out his stuff. I'll leave the link in the description below on his stuff. But a great guy to meet. I've become great friends with him, and we're going to do a lot more fishing together in the future. But anyway, this fish happened at about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I was basically just slow rolling this just chatterbait with a swim bait on it, and literally right in front of the bank, this fish just came out of nowhere. It scared the crap out of me. I mean, you'll see I almost actually lost a rod, but I managed to get it in. I tried showing it as best I can with the way the light was, and this young lady happened to be walking by when I caught the fish. Real great, anybody that says people in New York are unfriendly, that's a lie. But this lady just came out. She offered to take a picture. She wanted to show her husband and everything, so she took a picture, and I was able to get a couple pictures for her. But yeah. Just a great fish. It was such a surreal feeling catching a nice bass like that in an urban environment like New York City. It was just great all around. So here you go. I'm gonna go ahead and play this video before we get into the top 5. So go ahead and enjoy this one first. Oh my God, right there. Woo! Holy crap. I got him. Whoa. Dude, look at that. Look at that, guys. Literally, it scared the crap out of me. Right there. Look at this bass. Look at it. Bass right there, baby. Alright, guys, let's get into it. Video number 5. This fish was the first fish of 2017. Was caught on Quantico, Marine Corps Base, Smith Lake, which is the same place I was just 2 days ago. Just caught my last fish for 2017. Kind of ironic how that worked. Anyway, it was a cold winter day. I had probably been fishing for about maybe 3 hours, and was just slow rolling a spinnerbait. And you'll see in the video, the fish just came up right at the boat, and it turned out to be a great 5-pounder. A real good way to start the year off for Scotthollywood Outdoors. I think right then and there is when I realized that I was going to try to make this channel thing work. So without further ado, here it goes. Yeah, you came right up to it, buddy. Look at that, baby. First fish of 2017. Look at that beast. Unbelievable. This is why I love this lake. What did I catch her on? On my favorite. A white spinnerbait, baby. Look at that. Water's 42 degrees. Look at this beast. Look at it. Yeah. Woo! Look at the markings on this fish. Holy crap. Alright, let me get a picture of this guy. Alright. Holy crap. Man, that fish, it was almost at the boat. Slow rolling a white spinnerbait, baby. Alright guys, fish number 4. Fish number 4 was caught on the Chickahominy River during Battlefield Bass Anglers Tournament. This fish was special, for me anyway, because we actually won that tournament. That tournament was a hard-fought tournament. George, you guys know, is Bass and Sail. He caught the majority of fish on that tournament. But what made that tournament special for us was the fact that probably about an hour in, we had lost our trolling motor. And we were pretty much stuck inside this lily pad field. And we had to kind of, fish a little area, fire with the big motor, go to the other end of the lily pad field, fish it, and just drift our way back through the pads. And we ended up catching 7 fish in that tournament, enough to actually win the tournament. This one particular fish was just one of the 2 that I caught, but it was interesting because we couldn't get to the fish since we didn't have a trolling motor. So I was basically trying to pull the back end of the boat towards the fish because the fish was actually stuck in the pads, and George came into the back there for the assist and helped us land it. But a great fish. George was speechless, and he was just shocked at the day we were having. It was a great day. Like I said, we won first place that tournament. So anyway, here it goes. Got one. Yep. Whoa! Come on, George, say something. Breathe, breathe, buddy. Woo! Number 4, baby, number 4. Oh,
Fucking bag.
where is it going in?
Port side. Oh, what a fucking bag.
Woo! Alright guys, fish number 3. Fish number 3 wasn't even a bass. It was actually a redfish that I had caught when I was down in Hilton Head Island on vacation with the family. We went down there for the eclipse. Remember the eclipse of 2017? We were down there and saw that. That was the day before. So I had about 3 hours and went out and did some bass fishing. I ended up catching a bass in this one lake that I come across, and then I hooked into something that was big, a screaming drag out of my reel and everything. At first I thought it was an alligator, but it turned out to be a redfish. So that was my first redfish ever caught from land. I'd caught a lot, from boats back in the day down in Florida, but this was the first one I caught from land. And what was cool about it was the fact that I had caught that and a bass basically on the same lure in the same little pond from shore. Totally unexpected, but it was great nonetheless. So here it goes. Enjoy.
Whoa. What the hell is this? This is something big. Hope it ain't that alligator. What the hell? Let's see what it is. Oh, it's big, whatever it is. It's a big redfish. Holy crap. Look at that. A bull redfish. No. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Holy crap. Nice redfish. On a frickin' on a white and chartreuse chatterbait. Awesome. Alright, let me get him out. Come on. Alright, hold on, buddy. Alright, we're gonna get this guy. Oh, there he goes. You're free. There you go. Dude, that was awesome. Awesome.
Alright guys, fish number 2. Fish number 2 was another tournament video. This fish catch itself wasn't very special in a way that spectacular, in a way that it was a lot of action and everything, but it meant a lot to us because it was in our Battlefield Bass Anglers Classic tournament. We were holding on to a second place lead going into the final day. We had a great day out on Lake Anna the day before. George basically just killed him out. He killed him on a Carolina rig out in Lake Anna. So on the second day was on the Rappahannock River. We had caught 3 little, barely 12-inch fish early in the morning, and basically fished the rest of the day with hardly even a bite. The wind had really kicked up. It just got really bad, and our hopes were just fading away as to keep our second place spot in the tournament and stay out of the money. But we had 20 minutes to go before we pulled into ramp, so what we ended up doing was just fishing a little stretch of a bank, basically right before the ramp. And I just threw out a little shaky head out there and just let it sit. And then at first I thought it was a log or a stick up because there's a lot of debris down there and a lot of logs that get hung up on. Turned out to be a fish. It just made our day. So that fish actually won big fish for that day of the tournament. And kept us in third place for the classic. So we ended up getting in third place for the classic, and also it guaranteed our spot in next year's Mr. Bass tournament for the state, which you saw 2017's version of that earlier this year. So anyway, like I said, number 2 video, bass caught during the Battlefield Bass Classic. Go ahead and enjoy it.
Okay, I'm ready. Doesn't sound like a bass. I don't know.
Woo!
That's a nice one.
Son of a
Chicken
bitch.
head, dude.
Look at that.
Was that a trick worm?
Oh.
Yeah, a little trick worm.
Dude.
Nicely done.
Dude. Dude, that's gotta be.
I told you we weren't done yet. Alright, come on. Dude, he's a nice one.
Yeah!
Alright guys, here we are. The moment you've been waiting for. The #1 fish of 2017. And to be honest with you, this fish doesn't really even need an introduction. But I'm going to give you one anyway because that's the way I am. This fish, again, was caught on Smith Lake and Quantico, my favorite big fish lake. I was with my nephew Ernesto, and we were just throwing an RBT custom crankbait along some stand-up trees along this one bank where I know there's big fish. Matter of fact, I had one hooked earlier, probably about 15-20 minutes earlier, that might have been just as big or almost as big as the one that you're going to see here. But I hooked into this monster fish. We ended up landing it with the net. Ernesto went crazy. I mean, he actually made that video for me. I'm so glad and so honored to have that piece of history basically on camera. It just, I mean, it still sends chills down my spine just thinking about it. Just a great day. I'm so glad that Ernesto had a chance to be able to experience that. I'm so happy that I had a chance to experience it. I've gotten so many views on that video, and I've met people on the water that have seen that video and are fishing Smith Lake now because of that. So anyway, here we go. Fish #1, monster bass on Smith Lake. Go ahead and enjoy this. You're going to love this fish, and you're going to love Ernesto's response to it. So here it goes.
Go. Up, yeah. Let him go. Another big one. Get the net, Get the net. Good. Get the net.
Got the net.
Hurry up. Get the net. Wait. I'll bring him to you.
Come on!
No.
Come on!
Hold on.
We did it again!
Get him! Yeah!
No! No! Look at this! Look at this! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Put him in the tank, baby! Put him in the tank!
Hold on.
Oh.
We gotta take a picture of this guy.
Oh my god! Put him in the tank, baby! Woo! Look at my crap! Let me take a picture.
Well, it's just the power's coming on.
Oh, look at this fat boy!
Hold on.
Guys, look at this. Guys, look at this.
Yep. What do you think of this sucker?
Yeah, look at this fat boy.
Alright, hold on. We gotta weigh him. I'm gonna weigh him.
Come on.
Well, guys, there you have it. The top 5 fish of 2017. 2017 was a great year for Scotthollywood Outdoors. I appreciate all you guys liking, subscribing, and commenting on my videos. Please keep doing that. I'm looking forward to 2018. 2018 is going to be another great year. I'm going to have even more videos. I'm going to be doing even more traveling. I'm going to be fishing more types of water, fishing more types of species. So just stand by, hang on there, just keep watching, doing what you're doing. I don't know what else to say. Just thanks. Thanks for such a great year for Scotthollywood Outdoors 2017. And Happy New Year, guys. Scotthollywood Outdoors, that's a wrap.